We really love the look of the front of our island in our new house. Granted, it's really not rustic wood. I'm sure it's new wood just stained to look rustic. But anyway, we really still like it. We had some bar stools from our old house. They just didn't really fit the look we were looking for. And to be honest, they stuck out way too far. So we sold them on Facebook Marketplace. We proceeded to order some new ones from Amazon. They came in. I'll put a link in the description. And I got kind of excited seeing the size of this box. I thought, oh, maybe they're all put together and I won't have to spend time putting them together. But no such luck. They came in parts, but luckily it's a pretty easy installation. I think it's like 4 steps. I'll show you the steps here in just a second. Pretty much just take them apart as they come in the package, put a few things together, kind of screw on a few pieces on the bolts itself, and then screw on the seat tops. Here it is. I've taken it apart, at least from how it's shipped. There's still one more piece here that I need to get out of there. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. And we got both locking mechanisms on this one screw. I'll need to take one of those off and put on the other. Here it is after I finally got it out of the packing material. Now we just need to remove these nuts. Now, I've always been a drummer, and of course I, take the wheels off my car quite a bit to rotate them or whatever. So we always do things in a star pattern. Not really a star pattern here, but just across from each other. You start with one nut, remove it, and then move across. Don't go to the one next to you. Take the one off across away from you. Once we get those removed, we're going to set the screw leg piece. I'm not even sure what to call this piece, but we're going to set it on there and tighten the bolts back up. And the same way you removed them, put them back on the same way. Put them on, hand tighten them first, then come back with the tool and get them really tight. The tool that came with the Barstools is okay, but I definitely should have gotten up here and grabbed a wrench. But anyway, I think these tools are mostly for people that don't have other tools to use, but it worked okay, just not great. And now that we've got that assembled, we're going to go ahead, put on the little lock washer, and then we're going to put the screw leg into the base. Again, no idea what these parts are actually called. I'm just making up names as I'm going here. This looks like I'm struggling with it, but really the only reason I'm struggling is I'm holding my phone with one hand and trying to put this together with the other. This is a very simple installation. I don't want to at all give the impression that this is complicated. Hey, look, the cat wants to get their 15 minutes of fame. Don't know what this part's called either, but I'll call it the locking mechanism. So once you tighten this down onto that lock washer, it keeps the stool from spinning. At the very bottom of the stool, there is a washer and a little screw that goes in, and this just keeps you from being able to unscrew the stool too much so that it comes out at the base. And now I'll go ahead and install the second screw into its base. See, I had the lock washer on the screw already, so it just kind of fell down as I was putting it on there. If you'd like to look at these stools, in the description I'll put an Amazon associate link so you can go check them out. It's not Prime Day anymore, but you can still get a decent deal on these. These were not very expensive stools. To me, the quality is really nice, really good metal, decent wood. I haven't used them long yet, but so far they worked out really well. And just tighten the locking mechanism onto that lock washer, and that will keep this one from moving. And now let's take a look at what they look like. overall, I couldn't be more happy with these. I think they look fantastic. It's exactly the look that we wanted. When we're not using them, they push completely up under the bar. Really do not miss having a back, but again, we're not sitting up there for an extended period of time. Maybe if my wife's cooking, I may sit up there and talk to her, or we may just sit there and eat a quick meal. But it's not like we're sitting there watching TV for hours or anything. But overall, I'm extremely happy with these. Glad we made the purchase.